Hi, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to click on this video. So, if you are on your spiritual quest, if you feel like you need some spiritual guidance, some motivation, some inspiration, if you feel like you're spiritual ascendant, okay? If you're a light worker and empath, if you feel like there's something going on but you can't quite put your finger on it, you may be able to find something here, right? Now, we're going to do the daily vibrations for the 4 elements, okay? This is going to apply to your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus, okay? My name is Cosmo. The goal here is to know that you are not just responsible for mastering your zodiac sign, aka the month that you were born under, right? You are responsible for mastering all aspects of the zodiac wheel, right? So the way that I kind of teach you how to do that is by breaking down the 4 elements and telling you how you can apply those elements to your daily life, all right? Now, I started the monthlies, y'all. Okay, Scorpios. Ooh, a month. Okay, yeah, y'all gonna have to tap into y'all magical side this month, Scorpios. A lot going down with the Scorpios this month because I finished your video already. Okay. If you are a Patreon family member, right, you guys will start seeing all of those videos uploaded before the 1st. So I'm going to upload them according to when I'm finished. Okay, so I don't know how much more I'm gonna do today. However, as soon as they're done and they uploaded, I will post them. Okay, all right, so let's begin. We're gonna start off with the wonderful fire elements, right? So we're talking about Sagittarius because we're in Sagittarius season. We're also talking about Leo's energy, and we're also talking about the wonderful Aries energy. Okay, so Sagittarius's energy is fire energy. Leo's energy is also fire's energy, and Aries is fire energy. Fire energy applies to this if you are not a fire sign. We're talking about being able to take action. We're talking about movement in your life. We're talking about your intuitive nature. We're also talking about passion or lustful energy, okay? Keep in mind, fire can either cook some shit or fire can burn some shit up, okay? So you want to be mindful of that, right? Now, the way that you will look at the Sagittarius' energy is all about perception, okay? Leo's energy is going to be dealing with your self-confidence and your ego, okay? When we look at the Aries energy, that's going to be about action, taking initiative to do things, okay? All wrapped up, okay? So if you are not any of these elements, this is how you're applying that element to your life, all right? Within the area of being able to move and take action, all right? All right, so today you guys got root chakra energy and you got heart chakra energy popping up. Okay, so root chakra energy, and I talk about this all of the time because you guys know I am a certified Reiki energy healer, and your chakra systems or the wheels, okay, you can, look, how you say the Zodiac wheel, right? So this, the chakra wheels in your body, okay, they also link up with the houses within the Zodiac wheel. All right, so root chakra, which is down there, like where Scorpio rules, right? Don't they like to say like the genitals area? You know how they say Scorpios rule the genitals, right? Okay, but anyway, root chakra energy deals with your stability. This is where you learn stability. This is where your fight or flight mode begins. This is where fear and anxiety lies. This is where you build your relationship with your family. This is where you build relationship with money. This is where you build relationship with others, right? This is how you ground yourself in this 3rd dimensional realm. And it's asking you to take a look at how you see abundance today, all right? And it's also popping up with heart chakra energy, inner child, okay? Now, when you have inner child pop up, this is about taking a look at not the outer world per se, but the inner world and how you communicate with yourself. Is there anything from your childhood that is stopping you from attaining abundance? Now, let me just say this, right? Because abundance means different things to different people. Abundance means different things to different people, which means abundance for somebody else could be love. Abundance for somebody else could be money. Abundance for somebody else could be health, right? So whatever you want to label abundance, honey, in this realm, you get to do so, right? But they're telling you to pay attention today to how abundance is linked to the inner child, that relationship that you have with yourself. Is going to be important as you're moving throughout the day to day, because you could be dealing with people today that may bring out an aspect of fear and insecurity, mistrust. Then you're going to have to go back and see what's grounding you. And how do you relate all of that to your abundance? And how do you relate that abundance to the inner child? This is the heart chakra. Your heart chakra, honey, has to do with love, forgiveness, compassion. Okay. Trust, acceptance, security. Right? Right? All right, so they ask you to pay attention to those two things today, and those two of the chakras that's grounding you today, because you're going to be experiencing some 10 of water energy today, my wonderful fire signs. So if you're dealing with the fire element, once again, this may be areas within your life where you have to take action and movement, okay? If you are dealing with the aspect of grounding yourself and paying attention to what abundance means to you, and then applying that energy to that area, especially from the child, the inner child inside, you can find that there's contentment and reward. You can even find that you can gain a closer connection with your family or your loved ones, right? You can find that your emotional and your material needs, honey, they're just met, okay? You can also find that you're establishing healthy boundaries within trustworthy relationships, okay? Which means, honey, not everybody that say they're for you is for you, okay? Yeah. You have 7 of water also popping up, but this is popping up in reverse. When the 7 of water pops up in reverse, this lets me know that you got to be mindful of your surroundings, honey, okay? You could have outside influence, aka someone putting their words and their emotions all up in your ear and then causing you to see things in your environment that ain't even there. That's their shit. But they done self-projected their shit into your shit, okay? So, pay attention to the complex decisions that you may have today when you start to tell people about your business, about what you want to do, what you don't want to do, how you want to move, how you're not going to move, right? You want to pay attention to that today. Do the research that you need and stop asking people for shit. Just Google shit. YouTube shit. You got the University of YouTube, and then you got Google certification, you know, because everybody's certified once they go and Google look shit up, right? So, yeah. You may need to do your own research today. Stop procrastinating. Here you go. You got the Hangman, aka the awakening call, but this is showing up in reverse, honey. Okay. Make a decision. You do not have to be a martyr. You do not have to be the one to prove the point. You do not have to be the one to go down so everybody would get it. No. Okay. Take action for your life. Take action in your life, right? Take action for your life and take action in your life. Be the change that you want to see happen. That's cliche. That said a lot. I'm pretty sure that's in a postcard or a Instagram tag or the GIFs or something. Be the change you want to see in your life. That's the message today, okay? Stop looking at things from a negative perspective. That's going to be key, all right? If you were to stand still and you don't know what to do, honey, you do nothing. You listen, okay? It's important as you were listening to learn how to be yourself, all right? Be yourself. That's going to be important today, right? That's why you're going to have to tap into that inner child, honey, to see exactly what you need to pay attention to as you're moving throughout the day, all right? Now, let me just pause and stay here. This is a timeless tarot, so whenever you click on this, if this message resonates, it's for you. Any particular element, right, may resonate with you. It may not be the element in which your sun sign fall on. That this is geared towards the elemental aspect, okay, of the zodiac, all right? Not so much just your sun sign or your moon sign, okay? All right, yeah. Y'all got some thinking to do today. Some sitting with your inner child at least to do today, right? Okay. Let's jump on over into the air energy, okay? That is going to be Gemini. That is also going to be the wonderful Libras and the wonderful Aquarius. If you are not a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, you can apply this message to your thinking. The mind loops, the negative thoughts, the positive thoughts, the affirmations, okay? The good things, using your imagination, right? Yeah, head stuff. Air energy, head stuff. Mental, spiritual, head stuff. That's how you're going to apply this energy, okay? So, signature pattern of Gemini is going to be thinking. You know, Gemini, I'm a Gemini moon. We are thinkers, okay? So, if 1 + 1 ain't 2, honey, and it's not fitting well in our think realm or a realm of thought, it ain't happening, okay? Then you also got Libras. Libras are known for balance, okay? It's all about balance. However, with a Libra, my love. Sometimes it is balance at any cost. Even if I got a lot of your ass, I'm going to have some peace and balance in my life. Okay? So be mindful of that energy also. When we're talking about Aquarius' energy, this is all about the all-knowing, because we are in the Aquarian age, of course. Okay? So we're talking about all-knowing energy, right? But you want to be mindful not to utilize too much of this energy to think that you know everything, which you kind of do, right? So it's kind of like a paradox, because, you know, everything is mental, and you are connected to everything. However, right, the person that knows they know everything, but also knows they know nothing, has more room to expand, okay? So, with that being said, air signs, you got the heart chakra play card popping up today. Heart chakra deals, once again, with love, forgiveness, compassion, trust, love, did I say that again, right? Acceptance. Right? A lot of people don't really accept themselves. This also deals with joy. Right? Okay. You also have popping up solar plexus energy, inner strength. What's going on today, my wonderful air signs? Y'all see how broken and just dried out they look? Y'all see these dolphins and how they just sitting in that body of water, honey? And they just playing. All right. Some of you may have to find your inner strength today by definitely sitting by the water. You know, if you have a waterfall in your backyard, you know, like some type of water, something you plug in, right? Inner strength is going to be key today, right? That is solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra, my love, is all about your ego versus your free will. Your solar plexus chakra not only deals with inner strength, but it also deals with self-mastery, being able to master yourself, self-discipline, okay? Let me just tell you something, because you are supposed to master and discipline the 12, right? We're talking about the 12 disciples, the 12 disciplines, aka the 12 zodiacs, the 12 houses within the zodiac wheel, right? You are to master those things. All 12 of those houses or those 12 wheels within the zodiac sign also connect to a chakra point or a chakra wheel within your body, okay? Now, when we are dealing with the solar plexus, we got ego versus will that lives in the solar plexus. I just explained to you guys, right? Solar plexus deals with your self-confidence, and this is your mastery. Your ego is always going to let you know what your limits are, okay? Your spirit is going to let you know that it is a limitless universe, okay? So you don't want to give up on yourself today, my wonderful air signs, especially in your head. You don't want to do that today, okay? Find creative ways to solve that. Okay, boom, here. Laugh at yourself today. That's what I'm hearing. 10 and air energies popping up. So this can be an end of a difficult situation for you. You need to embrace the change, right? Things are definitely moving up. Let me just tell you something. Things are always going to move up when you think differently in a more positive direction. You can look at the glass of half full or half empty. Cliche, once again, you know that saying, right? But real talk, right? Life doesn't change until you decide you want life to change. Life doesn't change until you decide that you no longer want to become the victim. Now, sometimes that takes you repeating 10,000 times that I am no longer the victim until you believe that shit, so you can then experience experiences that does not put you in a place where you have to experience being the victim, right? The 10 of air energy is definitely saying, and 10 of air is thinking. This is your mental and your spiritual thinking. So this is where you could have had some betrayal. This is where you could have had a lot of backstabbing energy. This is where you felt like you couldn't really trust people. Shit, you can't even trust some of the thoughts you be thinking sometimes, right? This is saying it's an end of a difficult situation for you if you're open to it, but you're going to have to embrace the change, right? Expect for things to get better now. But if you don't expect that, you can expect to see that. Right? You also have it being paired with the release card. The release card is a death card. Okay, we're talking about Scorpio's energy. Okay, it is just echoing the same thing. It's the end of a phase or a situation, right? And let me just say this: there should have been some type of transformation happening here. Think about it like lifting weights. You know, like when you get to your last rep in the last 5 within that rep, right? That shit is the hardest. Okay, you just want to put that shit down and like, I did 95 of them. Fuck that last 5. You know what I'm saying? No, you push through that last 5 because you know in the space of 6 weeks plus, you're going to start to see some type of definition within your body, right? So expect the change. Expect the release. You have to expect that. Okay. You got the 8 of ear popping up also. Okay. Some of you are definitely in that illusion that you are trapped, honey. Can I just tell you something? You know what I love about the 8 of swords? And I don't even know if I have it in this deck, y'all. This deck. No. Not the 8 of swords. The 8 of, yeah, that is the 8 of swords. The 8 of ear and the 8 of swords is the same energy. Okay. The 8 of swords, aka the 8 of ear energy. One of the things I love about that card, and I'm gonna show it to you from a different deck, so you can get a better perspective of what I'm talking about, right? The 8 of ear lets you know that you can trap yourself in an illusion, and you can think negatively, you can express things from a negative standpoint of view, and you can lack the self-confidence that you need to really step into the things that's right there waiting for you, okay? This can be you afraid. The 8 of ear is you being afraid to take action. It's like self-imprisonment, right? Now, one of these cards that I have, and this is the vice versa deck. Let me find it because I really want to show you guys from this aspect, okay? Because sometimes you don't know that you have the power to cut yourself out of situations, right? Because you're too busy looking at the negative, right? Sometimes you don't know you have that power. You don't know you have that power to cut yourself out of shit. That's the 10. You have the power. If you don't think you have it, then you don't. Here we go. Boom. Found it, y'all. I want y'all to take a look at this card. Okay? And this is important. Remember, we're talking about air energy here. So we're talking about your mental and your physical. Your mental and your spiritual thinking. Okay? That's what we're talking about. I just want to show you guys right here. I love the way that this card depicts it, okay? First, you have this 8 of swords here, which is the same 8 of ear energy. They're the same energy, right? Here you feel trapped, like you got no way out. You got the blindness out. And this is some of you have literally locked yourself in this prison, right? Mental prison, spiritual prison. But this card depicts where that ego come in with that wisdom, honey, and then you realize that you got a fucking sword behind your back that you could cut yourself out of this shit. Okay, so get rid of the illusion that you're being trapped, okay? It could be a lack of self-confidence because you feel like you've just been kicked down, beaten on, you know, like you're just tired. Some of you are just fucking tired. Tired mentally, tired spiritually, tired emotionally, okay? 8 of ear energy, aka 8 of swords energy, is saying that if you are lacking the confidence that you need to move forward, you need to know, right? Wheel of Fortune energy, season has changed, okay? It's time for positive change. Situations suddenly move forward in your life. Okay. And I'm going to end it there. All right. Air signs. I took a lot of time to break down your stuff. All right. So if you are not an air sign, I took a lot of time to break down your mental and your physical aspect of this energy. Okay. This element. You don't have to apply it to your sign. You can apply it to your situation in your life. All right. Okay. Jumping on over to the wonderful, wonderful Earth energy. That's going to be Capricorn. That's going to be Taurus. That's going to be Virgo. And that is also the element of the physical realm. This is the house, the car, the bills, the family, the responsibilities within those relationships, okay? This is where you're going to apply this message. All right, so Capricorn's energy is all about you utilizing things. So Capricorns don't like their time used. They don't like their time misused, their money misused, their knowledge misused. They just don't like to be misused at all. Okay, so However, Capricorn's energy can also be a little bit judgmental, and it can throw the baby out with the bathwater. So you want to be able to balance that energy wisely, okay? When you're dealing with the energy of Taurus, Taurus deals with the I have energy, okay? I have this, so I can use this, okay? I have this, so I can use this. Now, this is why you can find Taurus's energy to be very stable, okay? Or the stable energy. People go to Tauruses because they're, you know, usually the stable ones in a relationship. They get great advice. And they can also give great advice, okay? The lower vibrational end of that Taurus energy, however, it could be a little tit for tat. And the Taurus energy could also be a little excessive and use people to shine, luxury, okay? That energy could be very superficial, is what I'm trying to say, okay? Now, when we're dealing with Virgo's energy, you can apply this energy, as, you know, energetic pattern really to analyzing things. You know, Virgos analyze things. They're very analytical, okay? This is why Virgos could debate your ass to death, okay? Okay. So within that energy, my wonderful Virgos, or if you're not a Virgo, you can either overanalyze things, okay, or you can analyze things and put everything in the perspective where they needs to be. So make sure you're balancing that energy properly, and all of this energy is fitting in the realm of the physical. If you can touch it, see it, it's a physical thing. So this is where you're going to apply this energy, okay? All right, rebirth. This is Earth chakra energy, number 2 card also, right? So this is still balance. Rebirth, okay? Earth chakra energies was grounding you to this 3rd dimensional realm, okay? Then you have throat chakra energy, and it's asking you to listen, okay? Your throat chakra is a very powerful chakra because that's the chakra right after your heart chakra when you get into the upper 3 chakras. And your throat chakra is how you connect to your frequency levels, okay? Your throat chakra is your life force. That's your vocal box. This is how you cast spells. This is how you bind yourself to spells, aka your spellings, okay? What you agree to and what you don't agree to, all right? So your vocal box or your throat chakra, connects you in for you to be able to jump from different frequencies, all right? As a man speaketh, so it is. Just as a man thinketh, so it is. Same thing, okay? All right, my wonderful, wonderful Earth energy. Let's take a look and see what you guys got going on. So you have rebirth popping up today with listening. That means that some of you may have to step back and listen, okay? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, as I said earlier, within that Capricorn energy. You got the 10 of ear, and it was coming out in reverse, which means that some of you are keeping yourself stuck in a situation where you're just replaying the negative things in your head, okay? Instead of you expecting change, you're not. You're expecting everything but change to happen. You're expecting the worst to happen, okay? Some of you may be addicted to something and may have tried recovery and it may have not worked for you, all right? We got the 3 of air popping up in reverse, which means that somebody could be looking towards some aspect of healing, okay? Because this is really painful shit, okay? So not only you got the 10 of air in reverse, you got the 3 of air in reverse. Also, this is why it's asking you for rebirth. This is why I say you're going to need to listen, okay? There could be a lot of sadness going on right here because you're going through some type of difficult time or some type of difficult situation, okay? Now, I want to say this is a major growth season for a lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people. One of the things that people don't understand, especially in the spiritual walk, is you never stop learning, you never stop growing, you never stop expanding. There's levels to this shit. And at every level that you get to, there's a level of expansion that you're going to be required to overcome past your limited beliefs and step into that expansion, right? That's right. All right, so you have an option to embrace the change or fight the change. Is your choice, right? But if you don't embrace the change, then the situation cannot change, right? Like I said, as far as the addiction is concerned, whenever you're ready to not, live in a place that's keeping you repetitively sad, numbing yourself, okay? Then an opportunity for open change is going to be granted to you, okay? 3 of air is saying that you are not taking the time that you need to heal yourself or to forgive others, or maybe even yourself, okay? This is why there's a rebirth needed and why you need to listen, all right? King of air is saying, my lovelies, okay? As you are listening, okay, and this could be listening to your own internal dialogue. This could be listening to, someone who loves you. someone that cares about you or not. You can learn a lot from people that don't love you or don't care about you, right? The King of Air energy, however, this is energy of speaking the truth. Someone speaking the truth, or you could be speaking your own truth, okay? But this is also someone speaking the truth with confidence, honey, okay? Some of you may need to seek professional advice, especially if you're in some type of addiction or maybe some type of codependency situation where you need therapy, like coaching or anything like that, okay? Balancing your mental and your emotional needs is going to be important. This is why the rebirth is asking you for that, right? Four of Earth energy is also paired with the King of Air energy, okay, aka the King of Swords energy, or the Four of Pentacles, aka the Four of Earth energy. All right, some of you are being either too cautious, okay, with the way that you're spending or saving money, which means especially if you're in a manifesting place where you're trying to manifest more money, if you're trying to manifest money but you fear money, that's not an even exchange, okay? So you need to be mindful of that, all right? Yeah, be wise with how you're spending your money, okay? Yeah, you want to be wise with how you're spending your money, okay? That's going to be key, all right? Some of you are not using your power for, I'm hearing good, but good is, and when they say good, it's really you're not using your power, utilizing your power the way that you need to. You're utilizing it indirectly, right? You want to direct that power, not indirectly. You got the Magician card, but the Magician card was showing up in reverse, which means that there could be some type of manipulation going on, or there could be a pretending of you have it all and you don't, or you have everything you need to make a change and you don't, or you have everything you need so you don't need rehab but you don't, you have everything that you need so you don't need to speak to a counselor or a therapist or a life coach and you don't, right? Some of you could watch, some of you just even need to go on an inspirational kick where you just, tuning into a whole bunch of affirmations, but you're not, right? So the Magician card is saying that you're ready. You have all the resources. You're the one that's stopping yourself at this point. You're either not taking the risk that you need to take, okay? Or you could be manipulating a situation to play out in your favor, all right? Now, be mindful of that as you're moving throughout this energy, honey, okay? It's a rebirth season. What you gonna do? Rebirth, right? Okay. We're going to, I slapped my tongue, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay. Here we go. Last but not least, the wonderful water signs. Okay, so Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces energy, okay? Water element. If you are not a water sign, you can apply this to your feelings, your emotions. This is where this energy is going to apply to, okay? Now, let me say this, all right? So, when we're dealing with Scorpio's energy, we're dealing with transformations, transformative energy, okay? When we're dealing with Cancer's energy, we're dealing with your feelings, okay? This is why I say the Cancers all over the time, or if you're dealing with the Cancer element, you're going to have to get out your feelings so you could get into your feelings, yeah. Because sometimes it's required for you to tell your feelings what to feel. But if you don't get out of your feelings so you can get into your feelings, you won't know what to tell your feelings, what to feel, and when to feel it, honey. Okay, so then we got Pisces energy, which is all about understanding. Okay, so this is why you can see Pisces can soak up other people's energetic patterns. Okay, or this is why you can see Pisces thinking they know everything. Okay, all right. So, today, my wonderful, wonderful water signs, if you're dealing with the water element pertaining to your feelings, you got solar plexus energy, determination, throat chakra energy, listening, right? Earth, the earth signs just had the listening card too, or the throat chakra card, right? Let's first start by talking about the solar plexus energy, right? Solar plexus energy has to do with your self-mastery. This solar plexus energy has to do with your confidence. It has to do with your ego and your will. It has to do with you being disciplined in oneself. So we're talking about mastering yourself, mastering and overcoming limitations, mastering and overcoming insecurities, right? Mastering and overcoming every aspect of yourself. So nobody be able to know you and master you better than you, right? Okay. So that within the solar plexus energy today, they're asking you to be determined, right? Now, throat chakra energy is listening. Your throat chakra, once again, is all about your voice. This is where you tune into a frequency. For example, when you say, I am not going to do a thing, that's throat chakra. That's a frequency. You were tuned into the I am not frequency, right? Versus I am going to be, or I am going to do. Now you've turned into the I am doing or being frequency, all right? That's how this shit works, okay? Would you? This, your throat chakra, is your miracle vocal box. That's your frequency. That's how you put out and bring frequencies to you. That's how you tune in. Okay? So your throat chakra is important. That's why it's one of your upper chakras. All right? How does it go? There's depth in life in the power of the tongue. I might have said that wrong, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Okay? All right. So, water signs are saying be determined today in your emotions and listen. Okay? Why you want them to be determined and listen today? What you got for the water elements and the water signs? Why they got to be determined and listen today? All right. Nine of ears popping up. Okay. Yeah, that's because, and y'all, first of all, y'all know this is my mental black magic card, right? Nine of ears popping up in reverse, and that's because some of you are super operating in despair, super anxious, okay, or super duper expecting the worst to happen. Okay. Now, what you expect to happen usually is what happens. Usually is what happens. Okay? Because I can say if you expect the unexpected to happen, then you're good with whatever happens. But if you're expecting some bad shit to happen, I'm going to tell you, 9 times out of 10, some bad shit is going to happen if that's where you're sitting with it in your spirit, right? Nine of Ears is saying, stop expecting the worst. Stop doing the self-fulfilling prophecies. Some of you could be having sleepless nights because, once again, this is my mental black magic card. So somebody could be pulling at you, okay? Somebody could be pulling at you energetically. Some of you could even find yourself dreaming of this person. Yep. King of Earth energy is also popping up here with this 9 of Air energy. So not only is something in your head that you're going to have to pay attention to because you're doing, negative mind loops, right? This is also, I want to say probably because you have not been operating in the aspect of just confidently accepting things, right? It's kind of like you're walking around expecting things to fail. The King of Earth energy can be very rigid energy, my way or the highway. Could even be a little bit maybe abusive with their physical things, You're not understanding that you have a special touch when this is upside down, right? And that everybody got a special touch, right? Could be very ignorant and arrogant, okay? 5 of Water energies popping up, and this is you wanting, I guess, to conquer some things and not be stuck in that mental loop, okay? This is you still harping on things not turning out the way you wanted them to. You have an opportunity here not to cry over spilt milk, to look at things from a positive aspect of things, right? Look for the best in the situation. This is why you're going to have to be determined and listen. Not everything that is for you is for you. I like to say, not everything that is in your size means you need to wear. All right? 5 of Water is paired with the Magician card, which lets me know that you have everything that you need to pull yourself out of any situation where you're thinking negatively, where you're playing mental negative mind loops, right? Be determined today. Listen to your inner self. Listen to your inner self today. And let me just give y'all a clue right now. Your higher self is never going to come to you and tell you you're not worth shit. Your higher self is never going to come to you and say you're never going to be anything. Your higher self is never going to come to you and say you're not going to make it, right? What it will come to you and say, you need to get yourself up at your ass and do X, Y, Z. The way you think, and it's not even right. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. What you need to do is go apologize because you know what you did and said was wrong. Like it will check you, but it will check you to uplift you. It will check you to edify you, right? But it's not going to check you to put you in a place where you feel like you ain't shit. It's not going to do that, okay? Yeah, you got the Devil card popping up or the Ego card, right? Yeah. Whatever false sense of belief that you have, or whatever negative fear-based thoughts that you have, you're going to have to bring them into focus. You're going to have to focus your thoughts. You don't have to tell your feelings how to feel as you're moving through this energy. That's going to be important. Telling your feelings how to feel as we're moving through this energy is going to be important, honey. Okay? Be mindful of that if you're moving throughout the day, right? Be determined, not just to listen to external chitter-chatter or family members or, you know, people you love, but you want to be mindful to be determined to listen to your own inner voice and your own inner dialogue, okay? That's going to be important, all right? All right, my love. I appreciate each and every one of you, okay? What's today? Today's the 28th. Okay, so we got classes starting today, right? If you want to join me for the meditation, you still can. You just need to make sure that you have submitted your donation before 3 p.m. today. The meditation is going to be around 5:30 this evening. And trusting your intuition and communicating with your spiritual guides. That class starts today too, so I'm excited for the new class to begin. So today's Saturday. Y'all know I'm not posting any videos tomorrow, right? So I'm gonna see y'all back here on Monday, okay? Once again, keep in mind, right? Whenever you click on this video, if a message resonates, it's for you, all right? Next week, I am going to be on Instagram Live with Nye, okay? So you guys can, that's Nyla, only, all right? So you want to go ahead, I am going to put the links in the description box. And also, you want to check out her channel. The link is going to be in the description box also because she went live yesterday with Ashley. So you guys can go on over and check out the inspiration. I believe they were talking about... healthy boundaries or something. I don't want to lie, but whatever it is, I know that it was positive and it could give you some information of maybe, you know, story time to help you get through some of the stuff that you're going through, right? All right. Do something kind for yourself this weekend. Love yourself. And I'm going to see y'all in the Daily Vibration on Monday. Bye, guys.